18
Yeah.
in the UK.
Yeah.
What a great place to be. What's
Thank
it
you,
like
thank
being
you.
over here and being legal enough to drink and
Oh,
do
it's
fun stuff?
We've been partying a lot here in London. No, it's been sweet. I'm psyched to be over here, you know. We played a bunch of gigs so far, you know, around like Scandinavia, and now we're dropping down into the UK, and we're doing like 4 or 5 gigs, I think, around the UK, and we've got London tonight, which is going to be exciting. I'm kind of treating every night, you know, like a rehearsal, you know, like getting better, like as a guitar player and stuff, you know, getting tighter with the band. Like every night gets like a little bit better, just trying new things out and little new ways to play and stuff. It's fun.
Now in the UK, you're still quite a new name. I know you've been doing a lot of touring, you know, across the US and places, but just for the people who didn't know, so you got your record deal when you were 13, is that right?
Yeah, I got signed really young. I got signed when I was 13, on my 13th birthday, and I was a major label recording artist. You know, they plucked me from Australia and brought me to the States, and I started living in, you know, California, and you know, did a couple of years like as a major label recording artist with Atlantic, and then recently, you know, sort of reconnecting with my roots now. You know, releasing my first record on my own label, Coast House Records, and this album's called Free, and that's how I'm feeling right now.
So we will chat about that in a second. I just want to see how you feel that you've kind of grown over since you first got your record deal.
Drastically, you know. You know, you go through like I'm still a teenager, you know, but still learning, you know, evolving and growing, and you know, it's sort of like a, you know, I think growing up is like trial and error, you know, just doing things, seeing if they work, don't do them. And you know, I kind of grew up in the public, you know, so to speak, I guess. You know, working with, you know, a label, just like, you know, putting music out and stuff. I really had no idea, you know, what was going on at first. You know, I was just like a kid who played a bit of guitar from home, you know, and was just plucked from obscurity and, you know, thrown into a pretty insane, you know, atmosphere and environment. And sort of, you know, you get kind of effed over by, you know, the sharks of the industry and stuff, and they feel like, you know, you're just a puppet or something, you know, something like this. And so now, you know, I've learned so much just by, I'm really grateful for like the wisdom and everything that it's, you know, sort of granted me just by experiencing it all. That now I can be like, thanks, but like I'm gonna go do it my own way, like, and that's what I'm doing now. It's very organic now, and you know, was able to sort of realign with my roots and, you know, initial like morals and stuff that, you know, sort of were compromised in a sense for like young success or something.
But it must have been a great platform having toured with people like Justin Bieber, because massive name, but came from the same kind of background as you.
You know, it's all started online, you know, just like posting little clips of me like playing and singing songs and stuff, and so what's cool now is that, you know, that I'm very grateful for is that I have, you know, a fan base pretty, you know, globally that will come and watch us play, and when I'm doing something like this now, like going independent and releasing my first independent record and doing it this way, it's like I still have people here to come and watch us play, you know, like the rooms are full, and there's people to watch us jam, and I'm just kind of like getting better in front of everyone, you know. That's the thing. I'm not like, I didn't get signed and then, you know, put out a record that, you know, you've been practicing for like 5 years. It's kind of like I'm doing it like on the go, you know what I mean? I'm like practicing on the go. So
you must look at Justin though, because he's such a household name now. Do you kind of think, well, that's where I'm going to be?
Not at all, to be honest. You know, I think everyone sort of has their own pathway, and musically, you know, very different musical background, you know, very different sort of lifestyle, you know. We just come from very different places and are making, you know, more and more so very different kinds of music. And, you know, I've been lucky enough now to be introduced to a lot of people in the world of music that, you know, that I'm sort of growing into, and like the Donovan Frankenreiters and the G Loves and the John Mayer and, like, you know, a bunch of like stuff like that. I've been able to talk with John because I really admire him as a player. I think he's the best musician in the world right now.
It's quite a credit to give someone.
Yeah, no, but musically and as a guitar player, you know, I think he's one of the most well-rounded like blues guitarists in the world. And you know, I really admire him, and I just met him at a restaurant one day, and like a couple months back, and sent him a couple of the new records, you know, like New Problems and Flower, and some of the stuff from Free, and he gave me a bunch of advice, and that was really cool. So, yeah.
Well, let's talk about Free, because this is the first album that's coming out on your own label.
Yeah,
so how does this differ from what we've heard in the past?
Well, the way I look at it is that this is my first record. This is my first album, because it's the first one that I've been able to actually creatively, like, this is a product of my own, you know, mind and soul, as opposed to like a production or from, you know, like a business, you know, and like a major label, like people really dictating and calling the shots, as opposed to me like calling the shots as the creative in the room. You know, I like would write a song, you know, and end up like putting one out that I didn't write, because I guess it would like sell, you know, more, and like I was super fed up with that, so I basically just kind of like put the finger up and went and, you know, started Coast House, and now I get to, you know, actually, you know, record my first album with a message that I believe in, and a sound that, you know, is true and authentic to me, and people, you know, people are seeing it, people are really jamming, so.
It's always good when you can take things into your own hands.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing.